Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bodybuilding News Network. Subscribe for daily bodybuilding news updates, as well as help me retire my parents here in 2024 with the monetization from this channel. Now we have two physique updates for the Arnold Classic, 9.5 weeks out. Akim Williams and Emanual Hunter in the men's physique division, as well as off-season physique updates from Keone Pearson, Regan Grimes, Patrick Johnson, and Derek Lunsford. So if you're interested, stay tuned. If you enjoy this style of content, consider subscribing. But let's go ahead and jump into Akim Williams sharing the first full transparent physique update in his Arnold Classic prep for the 2024 Arnold Classic, starting off with, of course, a back lat spread. And I'm looking forward to seeing what level of what version of Akim we're going to see here. We've got 9.5 weeks for him to completely perfect this physique. He's got all the muscle he needs, and for the most part, maybe he could add a little bit to the hamstrings, a little bit to the glutes, but a lot of it's going to come down to detail and conditioning. How separated can he get? And we've seen really good versions of Akim. The last time we saw him at the Olympia stage, for instance, he was in the top 10. So this could be a continuation of those improvements, or this could be a step backwards. It's really hard to say with Akim. He's very hit and miss with conditioning. So I'm hoping for the best version of Akim. I'm hoping he comes in absolutely shredded and conditioned. And I know him working with Chris Psycho Lewis, hopefully will confirm a great package from him. Updates from Patrick Tour and Keone Pearson in their off-season. 2 weeks in their off-season. Keone did some vacationing and whatnot, so he's 2 weeks on plan now, and I'm sure they're looking to just continue to perfect this physique. He kind of like Akim. He already has all the muscle he needs. He just needs to work on the consistency of the conditioning when he gets on stage. That's kind of been the thing, is we've seen really, really good versions of Keone Pearson, but we've also seen softer versions of Keone. So that is going to be hopefully his goal coming into the prep to defend his 212 title at the Olympia in 2024. In the offseason, I'm not sure what the goal is going to be. I'm wondering, hopefully we can get an update from Patrick, his coach, on some of the feedback from the judges. Maybe if there's anything he needed to improve. I'm hoping we get to hear about that. But besides that, I'm sure best of luck to Keone in the offseason, and we'll see him at the Olympia. Now, Regan Grimes, off-season physique updates from Regan Grimes. And I think a couple weeks ago, he already mentioned he was north of 300 pounds. So there's nothing really to talk about in terms of weightage for this guy. But we really want to just continue to see Regan perfect his physique. And I would say I'm saying that for everyone right now. But Regan is definitely going to be one of these guys that we've been wanting to see the perfect version of this guy. We saw him at the Legion 2 years ago, I believe, where Sean Clarita won. I thought that was one of the best versions of Regan. He came in very conditioned, but not as big as what we saw of him in 2023. So that's going to be the perfect balance for him, is coming into 2024, him and Milos and the rest of their team over there at the Grimy team. What is their strategy going to be? Is it going to be continuing to push the size? Because he's not really getting good looks from the judges all the time, being that mass monster. I'm hoping he focuses on bringing a perfect conditioned physique. Now, Patrick Johnson, still working out of the O2 gym, I do believe, in Kuwait or in Dubai. And, well, I guess Dubai is in Kuwait, right? I'm pretty sure. But we haven't really seen a lot of updates from Patrick Johnson. He pulled out of the 2023 Olympia, I believe, and that was when he won the Arnold. He was the top 2 at the Arnold, and then that qualified him. It was something like that. But in general, in remiss, we haven't seen a lot of Patrick Johnson, and I would like to see a lot more from the guy. I mean, he's a lot of muscle. He's got a lot of nice freak factor to him. Very full, very bubbly. We just haven't seen a lot from him. So, Patrick, hopefully we get to see more from you. Moving into Emanual Hunter, one of the standout talents for the Arnold Classic men's physique title, as it is vacant from all the other winners. Emanuel's looking pretty darn shredded coming into this prep. I talked about him a couple weeks ago, how he already looks like he's ready to hop on stage. So you're going to see in just a second some back shots from him, but he's going to bring a lot of nice density and a great flow, a great structure when you look at men's physique. And if you're not a men's physique fan, you're going to slowly become one, because it's definitely something that's going to continue to show up here on the Bodybuilding News Network, as I myself am becoming even more and more of a fan of the division. So I would definitely have to put Emanual Hunter in that top spot for my predictions if I was to do a men's physique prediction. But of course, let me know your thoughts on all the stories covered so far. Consider subscribing. Derek Lunsford, the last athlete that we're going to talk about today, I saw in the comment sections as I switch over here in just a second, people were talking about him having a 10-pack. And where his thumb is, I don't think those count as the 10th rack of ribs, the rack of abs. Although at the end of the day, he's still quite impressive in the offseason. And I don't think you see a lot of Olympia champions right now looking the way Derek Lunsford does when he is completely committed to the offseason. I doubt he would jump into the Arnold Classic. I think that would be a very risky move for him. But looking at how good he looks right now, you never know. I mean, there's a lot of people I think that could jump in at the last minute. I mean, heck, I haven't talked about Nick Walker in about a week, but he's still crazy shredded. And he's a guy that, I mean, as long as the hamstring's not a huge issue, he could be a very interesting pick for the Arnold. So let me know your thoughts on all the stories talked about in this video. Thank you, as always, for watching till the end. Consider subscribing, helping me retire my parents in 2024 with the ad revenue from this channel. I'm your host here on BNN, Josh Sanj. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.